We face an old foe today as Sadio Mane returns to Anfield for the first time since his departure as the Champions League knockout stages are here. Hello then folks, good to see you. Now look, before we start today, headphones are going in. That can only mean one thing. It's Champions League day. Oh yeah, now we're talking. So we're going to play the second leg today against Bayern Munich, but here's what happened in the first leg. So we've played plenty of matches since we last met, but we played Bayern away and it wasn't the best day for us, if I'm honest. It started off poorly. A penalty given away by Jude Bellingham on 14 minutes and Thomas Muller converted that with ease, to be honest. Frustrating. Jamal Musiala steps up next on 76 minutes as the game was going back and forth, really. Bayern had loads of bookings as well, but you see the goal from Musiala and then Kingsley Coman shortly after on 81 made it 3-0. But a little bit of a chance and a little bit of life for us as Jude Bellingham struck home to make it 3-1. And that, though, is how the game ended. And you can see there then the stats of the game. Both teams with 5 shots on target. Bayern had slightly more of the game, as you'd maybe expect. But yeah, loads of bookings for them. I'd be interested to see, actually, if they've got any suspensions come this game, considering how many bookings they picked up. And since we last met in the 4-3 defeat, it was a long episode, last episode. At the very end, we played United in dramatic circumstances. We lost the game, sadly lost the game 4-3. We could have maybe wrestled that back and it just did not happen. We are progressing nicely in the FA Cup though, wins against Norwich and Hull City, and the league form, as you can see around the Bayern game, has been really good. We've beat all the teams we expected to beat, right? Palace, Bournemouth, Fulham, Villa and Newcastle. We'll focus on the league next time around. We've got some big games left this season. City and Arsenal at the very end, Chelsea and Tottenham still in there as well, and we sit second in the league table. Now a very quick update for those that didn't watch the entire transfer video, because I understand it's a long video to watch. We sold Joel Matip for 31.5 million. Luis Suarez has also left us and has gone to Ajax on loan. It just felt like the right thing to do. On the ins though, we brought in Camavinga on loan in a completely well-designed and purposeful transfer, and definitely not a deadline day panic with 2 hours to go. We also brought in Andy Carroll. We can't play him because he didn't register in time. He's in the under-23s with Jay Spearing. And yeah, Dakabi came as well as sort of the replacement for Joel Matip to keep us with enough defenders in case of an injury crisis. When you're at Liverpool, you need to be wary of that. But then we played Bayern Munich, and let's just check their squad. I'm curious to see if anyone is suspended. Joshua Kimmich is suspended. Okay, so there is one in there that is going to be unavailable, but they are a very, very good side. And this ain't going to be easy, but imagine if something magical happens. That's when things get exciting. So team-wise for this one then, we've got a few options for ourselves. We could bring Trent back in. Darwin Núñez is out with an injury at the moment. He can't play, which is a big blow to us. Broken ribs, won't be available. It means Diogo Jota or Bobby Firmino up front. Firmino's been decent recently, but so has Jota. So I'm going to go with Jota to begin with. We'll see how he gets on. Trent to play in this role ordinarily, but actually the way we've been playing recently, I kind of like the Camavinga, Thiago middle, Luis Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, and the back four is kind of picking itself at the moment. Again, Joe Gomez has been doing okay recently. No one's been like a standout centre back, although Konate struggling for fitness a little bit. Him and Van Dijk both struggling. I think what we'll do in that case is leave Konate on the bench for now and maybe bring him on later on. And again, similar with Trent, we could do the same for him. Bellingham struggling a little bit for fitness, and I think actually that midfield engine room needs the energy. So Camavinga and Thiago make sense ahead of Fabinho, I should say. I think that tactically this has gone really well for us. We're going to start attacking. We're going to go for them. An early goal is crucial as Barcelona are 1-0 up against PSG. Goodness me. Can Messi turn it around for PSG? Which is a weird sentence, isn't it? Let's see then. Sadio Mane looks like he's going to lead the line in replace of Robert Lewandowski. Diogo Jota going to do the same for us. I'm nervous because I think this is one of those games where it could go horrendously, but it could be magical. And I'm here for the magic, viewers. Someone call Penn and Teller because I'm ready to full Bayern Munich. All right, you look at their bench. Coman, Sane, both on the bench for them, but it's going to be a strong side, isn't it? For Bayern. We owe them after last time when it's fresh in the memory, so I'm actually aware that we lost last time. Let's owe them for last time, and let's enjoy the music. Oh, there we go. Look, it's. Do you know what? I thought I'd get bored of this, but I hear it so little that I thought, do you know what? We're going to have it again today. I wish there was lyrics. Do you know what I mean? You know, there's videos on YouTube of the song lyrics. I'd quite like those at the bottom. But there's the Bayern Munich team as the boys are going to walk out. We're looking forward to the ball lift. My favourite moment. Why are they wearing suits? All right, I don't know either. Here it comes, the ball lift. Yes, he takes it with such authority, like a fly-half. You love to see it. And out we come then, as Jordan Henderson leads the boys out. You can see there, that's me, Ben, The Rock, Johnson, Carr, or something like that. And here we go then. The games begin in the Champions League. And will Liverpool be successful? It's a big night at Anfield as Mo Salah and Thomas Muller both get booked immediately 3 minutes in, and it's going to be Bayern to have the ball first. Now, of course, we're looking for these attacking patterns of play, getting Luis Diaz on the ball as much as possible, pressing Bayern when it's possible to do so, but we know there's a lot of quality in this Bayern side, no more so than up front, but we see the press comes in, and there's Mo Salah early in the game, and he finishes it off for his 18th of the season, and it's Liverpool 1, Bayern 0. Viewers, hello, change the lighting, I'm excited. It's 1-0. It's a lovely pressing job by Thiago, who starts ahead of Trent. It was maybe controversial, of course. It's Thiago, it's his former team as well. And Salah with a right-footed finish gives us a 1-0 lead. It's someone called Penn and Teller because the magic's happening. It's one shot and one goal. And that's the perfect start. I mentioned the early goal. Hopefully, they go within themselves a little bit now as the ball's flicked on towards Gnabry. Of course, we know Bayern very dangerous, very likely to score in the game. So we're probably going to need to score 3 or even maybe 4 to be successful. Gnabry goes for it with outside of his foot, but it's not particularly good. 22 minutes in, we don't have to react too sporadically here. We can be quite composed, quite calm. I'm already thinking about how we can change things in offensive areas, right? Luis Diaz struggling for fitness. We could always move Jota out there and bring in Bobby Firmino in the central areas. Of course, we've got the likes of Trent off the bench as well. As we start to tire defensively, we could move Camavinga back and bring Trent in, maybe move Thiago over, things like that. As we get to half time though, wow, that has absolutely flown by, and it's been, apart from the goal, a very cagey affair. Bayern seem to have shut the doors a little bit. I think because there's an injury risk to Fabinho, we take him out. I say an injury risk. He's a little tireder and he's on a booking. We'll get him off. We're going to bring on, I think Trent's the man to bring on in this situation, and we move him to the right-hand side again. He's just got a bit more energy than Thiago. It's simply that. And then maybe on the other side, again, we make the Firmino move for Diaz, who's not had an overly impactful game anyway, and we try and keep things fresh in the forward areas. Lots of options off the bench still. Keep an eye on the defensive situation too, as again, we owe them, boys. I mean, what else do you need to say? We owe them after last time, as here we go. This is the second half then, as Bayern get things underway and Sadio Mane gets things underway. It must be odd for him to play at Anfield on a night like this. Of course, he's so used to doing it in the reverse kit. Jota, from the left-hand side, is quick to press the Bayern midfield and now races forward with it. If he can find the perfect pass, but no, he goes back to Andy Robertson, crosses in. Trent's just come on. Oh, my goodness me. It was almost Gini Wijnaldum versus Barcelona-esque. And Andy Robertson playing the role of Xherdan Shaqiri as another highlight now as it's flicked forward towards Bobby Firmino. Mo Salah challenging with the Bayern midfield, who are set quite deep here, but of course Alphonso Davies is no slouch. He'll get forward if he needs to, but our press, you can see it there, is still pretty effective, and it's forcing Bayern to shift the ball around. Of course, we want to make sure we can get stuck in as De Ligt there with a little bit too much time and a little bit too much space, but there's Jota again doing brilliant work on that side. It's twice now as Salah's been played in again. Great couple of touches, tries to flick it over Neuer, and it's a very Manuel Neuer-esque save. He uses his entire body to block it. 48 minutes gone. We have to keep an eye on everything here. We just can't let this game slip away from us. As Trent, ball in, Firmino at the back post. It's well headed away. And Camavinga again on the ball. Back to Andy Robertson. Of course, we've got an away goal that doesn't mean anything these days. It will go to extra time if it remains level. As Trent plays the corner in, Van Dijk was there all the way through to Camavinga, whose control is a little bit loose. It's a case of, can we press this and get it back? Salah's there, does brilliantly to pick the ball back up. And now Camavinga onto that left foot, goes for goal. He's not known for his left-footed shooting from distance, is he? I mean, he's left-footed, but he's not known for his distant shooting necessarily. As it's going to be a Bayern Munich throw-in on that far side, chipped into De Ligt. The way that defenders pass the ball to one another these days is really nice. That's one thing about the engine I'm a big fan of. So far, and I'm maybe jinxing things, Jordan Henderson has kept Musiala very quiet. So let's hope that continues. And again, our press through midfield, especially in the wide areas, has been really good so far. Can that continue as Musiala, first time he's played the ball into Mane, he's scored. I can't believe, he's not only is just, oh, it's gone about as badly as it possibly could have gone. 52 minutes gone. Why did I speak? Jordan Henderson has let Musiala have a little bit too much time and space there, and then the ball is so good. And the finish is all too familiar. 1-1. And now we need more magic quickly. Instruction-wise, are there things we can maybe do here? I think maybe lowering the tempo and playing a little bit more considered is probably the way forward at this stage. The high tempo play from us has been good, but I don't want us to just like burn out completely. I think we get more aggressive with our lines if we can, step up as much as possible and trap inside at times. I think that's probably the best way to go. In possession, I'm pretty happy with the way things are working. I might go a little bit more narrow, just so everyone in the forward areas gets a little bit closer together. In terms of the game, we're definitely having more of it. And I think us maybe working together as a unit a little closer, again, is probably the route forward. As Henderson's ball, header forward, is not particularly good, it must be said. And then Musiala on it again, who up to the point where he got an assist was pretty quiet. We'd seen very little from him. And now we might see them try exploit that side as Henderson puts a tackle in. Trent's there to help him in a sort of combination we've seen so many times, but in reverse as the ball, my word, flicks up. And Alisson does well. Half an hour gone, and I don't know if it's the Liverpool fan in me, but this doesn't feel like it's over. We're going to change Bobby Firmino's role to a deep lying forward. I'm going to do a few things here actually. Deep lying forward on attack, just to have him a little bit more involved. Thiago to play make from this deeper position, and to allow Trent to bomb forward and hopefully be a part of more attacks. As Trent puts in a decent tackle, but that's twice now. I've put in challenges and Bayern immediately get the ball from them. It's not been good enough. As Davis on that side, trying to work an opening, finds Goretzka, plays it to the edge of the box. Musiala, big chance. Gnabry. Is that legal? That card, is that allowed? Have they allowed that, have they? Why is the assistant just on the... They've allowed that then. That's 2 on Bayern. And now it's a problem. And our Champions League dream might be over. And Liverpool have got quite a good record in the Champions League. I mean, Gnabry there, he's flicked it over Alisson like he knows what he's doing. Very frustrating. Trent's had a really quiet game since he's come on, by the way, a 6.5. It's not been good at all. Joe Gomez as well, a 6.2. Not great. I think I've got one more batch of subs I can make. So if I'm going to make them, I'm going to make all of them and see if we can get something cooking here. I don't really know what to do. Trent's come on and he's not really having much impact. Do I put him at right back? Is this the one time I'm allowing myself to do? No, I've got rules, viewers. Bellingham's going to come in for Thiago maybe again. Fresh energy. It's not like Thiago hasn't played well at all, but we need to do it. So a couple more changes and it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Launch towards Mane. Van Dijk's always going to win that. And now Camavinga to Canate. And I thought it was a great ball forward to the left wing, but actually it went quite central. Really frustrating. It's got to be now, hasn't it? I mean, there's 3 goals. And I'm sitting in like it's possible against the Bayern team that is fantastic. And I was so hoping today, viewers, we were going to see something magical. If anything, I mean, that's not overly magical. If anything, Bayern have produced the magic. And a away win at Anfield as things stand. You've got to give him the credit, haven't you? Virgil van Dijk into Jude Bellingham, launched forward. Oh, lovely impact for Bellingham. Then straight away, as Jota, the challenge comes in on him, but he keeps possession. Options in the centre. If he can lay it back, he can. Camavinga, Trent. Well, okay. 15 minutes to go. Trent's getting the ball. Hold on. This could happen, right, guys? This could happen. You see it from the reverse angle. It's a really good pick out from Jota, by the way. The engine working well as it flicks it back. Camavinga, and Trent can't really miss, can he? Can this happen with not long to go? I'll encourage the boys. I would have done it earlier maybe, but with 10 minutes to go. Corner. I mean, this would be a great time to score. Andy Robertson played in. Canate was there on the edge. Mo Salah. You wouldn't want anybody else, would you? Robertson back to Van Dijk. Oh, it's cleared away. Henderson's going to get there. It doesn't feel like this highlight's over, although Jordan Henderson was running the wrong way temporarily there. As into Van Dijk, who, blimey, just averts the challenge of Mane. There's Henderson. Players getting forward. Lots of options in the centre. If he can find the perfect pass. He's being challenged. He keeps the ball. He's worked hard on that side, to be fair. It's played towards Bellingham, but doesn't quite get there. But we're not done. It doesn't feel like we're done anyway. Canate into Mo Salah. Is there a goal for us? Flicks it forward really quite poorly. Bellingham on it though. There's Jota again. Can he get a ball across into the centre? He's got to. He goes for goal. Firmino is... Okay, it's 4-5. We've got 9 minutes left. Firmino can't get the ball because it's stuck behind the post. Surely not. It feels... Anfield-esque. It's roaring right now. If I had game sound on, we'd all know exactly what this was like. Firmino heads in. It's a great first save by Neuer. Is this on? Is this happening? It could be, right? I mean, we'll pause there. Is there anything I can do extra to make this happen? I feel like the only thing we can really do is like move Trent forward, move Camavinga forward. Again, extra bodies in there. I mean, Trent as shadow striker. Maybe push Bellingham on as well. Just have the same triangle, but just push it further forward. Feels like the play. Hopefully we don't lose the midfield battle. I mean, we need a goal. Whatever. We need a goal. Highlight. 5 minutes to go. Can we take this to extra time? Henderson heads down. We've obviously left a bit more space now. Camavinga flies in. Goodness me. I mean, there's time left here. As long as Bayern don't score and crush my hopes and dreams, that this is still on. As Andy Robertson's going to get there first. Never mind. Gnabry's on it. He can finish it. He can't. Okay, there's still time left to go here. As I'm going to encourage for a final time. There's 3 minutes to go. Oh, I need a highlight desperately. We have to do something. Jordan Henderson into midfield. Andy Robertson. Jota forward. We have to do something to make something happen. That's the solution. There's a highlight already. What? Salah challenges. Henderson on it. We've got a minute and a half to go. And I don't know if this is a highlight based upon my changes or already happening. I'm up on my seat. Salah. Oh, can't keep it in. Throw in though. Deep in their half. Do not end the highlight game. Please. Not now. Not now. Not now. It was nearly magical. We've beat them 3-2. That's not bad, really. If it wasn't for Bellingham giving away that penalty in the first game, we'd be through. Well, what do you make of it? It's a good result and a good performance. And I've enjoyed that element of it. But I'm disappointed we didn't win considering the amount of chances. Look, on the plus side, it's a beta save. That, you know, I'm trying things. We're learning. Messi did score and Neymar got sent off and Barcelona go through and Lewandowski scored. What a day for these fixtures. Anyway, that's going to conclude then. Disappointing. Of course, the league is still a focus for us. Because of the recent run of form, we're 5 points behind United with 11 to go. The next time we meet, I think it has to be... We don't play United, obviously, now because we've lost to them. But the Tottenham Wolves games? Feels like Tottenham City, right? End of April? Oh, yeah, it's got to be. And we'll see how we get on. Of course, I'll bring you the highlights of Leeds, Chelsea, Brighton, Everton and Brentford, as well as Wolves as well. And that'll be next time then. Well... Game on, viewers. I hope you enjoy it as the Champions League text has found its way onto the Premier League table. Lovely stuff. Take care of yourselves, viewers. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you soon for more. With care. Goodbye.